American Netflix's ass. It really is. Like, I agree. I used to disagree until now. I just want to watch season 6 of Better Call Saul, and now I have to fire up the VPN just for that. They just don't have anything. They also got rid of Courage the Cowardly Dog. I wanted to watch that the other night, and I remembered Netflix used to have it. Now it's on HBO Max. Which is fine, because I'm still paying for HBO Max. All the way from, like, Game of Thrones days, I think. Just never canceled it. So it worked out. Is a resub, Chris. Too many streaming services. Oh my god, I agree. It's overwhelming. What are the streaming services? Like, what are the big ones? Netflix, Hulu. For anime, it'd be Funimation / Crunchyroll, HBO Max. No, I don't think anyone in the world uses Peacock. Paramount only has Halo, which is now ended and was trash. Disney Plus, Prime. Is that all of them? No one's paying for AMC Plus, so I'm probably not even going to count that. Nobody plays for Showtime anymore. Just get your porn on the internet. Apple TV. It seems to be about it. I don't know what BritBox is. I've never heard of that in my life. What is BritBox? Okay. So it's something BBC related. Thanks the resub Ghidorah, Techno and the gift sub Thrash, the resub August and Ice. Quibi? What's Quibi? I've seen quite a bit of Quibi. Isn't that failed startup? Yeah, this is gone. This is kaput. Thanks the resub Brock. I have to use Peacock to watch the Premier League games. Really? They got you on a stranglehold? Thanks the Prime Malika. I'm curious, who do you guys think is winning the streaming battle right now? If I had to choose one streaming service, I actually think the best one right now is Hulu. Which I never thought I'd say. Hulu used to be such a joke in college for me, but Hulu is absolutely slapping right now. HBO Max. Besides new release movies, what else do they get? The only time I ever fire up HBO Max is when a new movie comes out and it hits streaming. I don't really have too much else I want to watch. Thanks, resub Scuffed. And the resub proper. HBO Max is quite literally everything. I disagree. They did have Courage the Cowardly Dog, which is nice. But when I was looking for other shit, they did not have half the cartoons I was trying to find. But I guess maybe it's not for cartoons, to be fair. Shudder has all the horror movies, so I watch that. Yeah, that's Shudder's entire purpose, is to be like the one-stop shop for horror. And I think it does a good job of that. Honestly, though, Crunchyroll slaps because it got all the Funimation shows. Yeah, it's been pretty good. I agree. Netflix still has the most shows, even though a lot are bad. The good ones still outweigh what other platforms have. What does Netflix have? Every time I look for something on Netflix, it is not there. They don't have any good shows. They only have the bad shows. I feel like all of their quality is gone. Thanks, 3-sub Cup of Joe. Stranger Things, Cobra Kai, and The Witcher. Okay, so you're talking about their originals. I didn't watch Cobra Kai, but I do like Stranger Things, and I thought The Witcher was fine. Season 2 a bit disappointing, but overall fine. The wacky Korean shows. They do have a big investment in foreign productions, that's true. Tiana's been watching so many of those Korean dramas. That shit gets weird. Why don't you pirate anything? I used to pirate things back in college, but that's because streaming was still so new. It used to be much more convenient just to download, or just to pirate things as opposed to try and, like, buy it. Because it was such a fucking hassle. There's a famous quote. Piracy is the result of poor customer service? What is it? It's some shit like that. And it was super true back when I was in college, because pirating things was just genuinely easier. I would have willingly paid for things, but it was just harder to do that. It just wasn't convenient. Piracy was. But now it's kind of shifted where I think it's easier just to stream it than pirate it. Thanks to the resub, Vinsmoke. I can't beat 1, 2, 3 movies, though. Nah, I was always Put Locker. Put Locker used to be the shit. Piracy's easy as fuck, what do you mean? I'm saying it's hard, I'm just saying now I just find it easier just to stream it as opposed to just go to a torrent site. And some of the shit you have like a sketchy seed, I don't know. Not worth the hassle. Have you ever watched The Human Centipede? Yeah. That shit's a classic. Were you a LimeWire guy? I used LimeWire, but I was always more of an Ares guy. It seems no one remembers this. Ares was big in my middle school. Ares Galaxy, baby. Wait, does it still exist? Oh my god, wait, is this still around? What the fuck? I was using this in, no exaggeration, I was literally using this in like 2004 to download Linkin Park AMVs or Final Fantasy AMVs set to Linkin Park. Wow. Pog booted up? No way, man, this shit is going to be riddled with viruses and a bunch of dog shit now, I'm sure of it. Even back then, it was a bit of a cesspool. You'd always roll the dice on Ares, whether or not you got a Final Fantasy AMV or porn. Never heard of this? Yeah, like I said, it was definitely the less popular peer-to-peer service. It was outclassed massively by LimeWire. And then when LimeWire started to bite the dust, it switched to FrostWire. Thanks to the resub cinematic. Thanks to the resub